Russ, we appreciate the time. Obviously, we've seen a little bit of Zach Logue, but you've seen him a lot more in a starting capacity with the Aviators, and he's kind of jumping into this position for Cole Irvin's place. Tell us what we're about to see starting for the Oakland Athletics tonight.
Well, Zach Logue's got some pretty good stuff. He's got a low 90s fastball, slider curve. He throws a two-seamer, four-seamer, has an above-average changeup. Very bright young man, very studious, works hard, prepares well. The knock on him coming in was that he lacked a real out pitch, a pitch that could really put hitters away. But his stuff is either average or above average. So, he still has time to develop more of a wipeout pitch.
And he's probably pretty well stretched out, right, Russ? I mean, in terms of pitch count and going a distance that he'd like to, there shouldn't be any issue with that, right?
Oh, I don't think so. He made several starts here, and I think he at least got to 80, 85 pitches.
All right.
So, yeah, I don't think there's any issue as far as that goes.
Well, Russ, thanks for coming on. This is Biff Roberts. You've been watching Shea Langeliers play. Shea Langeliers right now has 10 home runs. What are you seeing in this young prospect?
All I can tell you, Bip, is if he keeps hitting the way he has, especially home in our ballpark, they're going to have to rename it Shea Stadium. Because this is a catcher. Keep in mind, this is a catcher who leads the league in home runs, who's third in RBIs, second in slugging, second in OPS, second in on-base percentage, and is throwing guys out at a manic pace. And aside from that, he hasn't done a lot. So he's been tremendous. He comes into today's game, he's hitting .330. Again, a league best 10 home runs, 23 RBIs. And it's been a special challenge. Anytime, as you know, a catcher gets traded to a different organization, the pitchers have to learn him, and he's got to learn them. And that process, by all accounts, has gone well just because the kind of guy Shea is, very eager to mix in and learn what he has to learn.
Yeah, he came over in that Matt Olson deal with Atlanta. Hey, Russ, I mean, he's like kind of pushing the conversation, and certainly in Oakland, they're set with a #1 catcher and Sean Murphy and a couple backups and Bethencourt and Stephen Vogt as soon as he gets healthy again. Like, are we going to see Langeliers, do you think, this season or sooner than later at this pace? Do we have to?
That's a difficult question. On the one hand, it all really depends upon the philosophy of the organization. And then, of course, you have the what sometimes opposes that, which is the critical need at a given time.
Right.
In terms of readiness, the way he's going now is we're only a month into the season. I mean, he could be ready fairly soon if he keeps it up. But as you mentioned, that the Athletics do have a pretty good deep set of catchers up there, and Vogt will be back after he heals up a little bit. So the good thing is it doesn't sound like they have to rush Shea in any way. And if he stays here a little bit longer, that won't hurt it to get a little bit more polish.
We'll check back when he's at 40 homers, probably sooner than later this season. Hey, last guy.
By the end of next week. Yeah,
at this rate, huh? Hey, Ramon Laureano, we're excited to see him debut with Oakland on Mother's Day. Assume he's going to play maybe once more and then fly out there. The bat maybe not heated up like he would have liked in AAA so far, but I doubt that's going to be an issue. I mean, he's taking this seriously enough to just get like his spring training out of the way. What are you seeing in Ramon, who I know had a couple hits just the other night alone?
Yeah, well, he has not hit. He is 4 for 34. That's the bad news. The good news is, in speaking with Fran Reardon, the manager, and both hitting coaches, our primary hitting coach, Brian McCarn, and the assistant hitting coach, Jason Hart, the consensus seems to be that for Ramon, he's just thinking a little too much about his mechanics rather than just letting it go. And as you point out, this is essentially a spring training for him, but they believe he's got everything. In terms of health, he's there definitely. He's proven he can hit in the big leagues. And as Jason Hart said to me, he says he's set. He just has to learn how to trust his instincts instead of worrying about consistently where my hands are, where my swing is. And then once he does that, he should be back and good to go. And as at least one of the coaches pointed out, he could go up there and get 3 hits right away. Last night, he came up in the 9th inning in a 5-5 game. He's in a 3 for 33 slump, and he's facing Junior Marte, a guy at the Giants AAA he's got a mid-90s heater and a wipeout slider, and he sits on a 2-2 fastball and hits a rocket into left field for the game-winning hit. So, this is the type of thing where a guy has done it in the past.
Yeah.
And he's 27 years old. It's not a matter of not being able to get around with a fastball anymore.
Yeah.
It's just a matter of, as the coach has pointed out, trusting his instincts and doing what it took for him to get up there in the first place. And they're all optimistic that he will do that.
We've known Laser long enough around these parts. We know where he set the bar. And tell you what, I can't wait to see him and Christian Pache sharing an outfield together and a lineup together. Two electric players are going to complement each other. Russ, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll talk to you soon down the road.
Well, thanks for having me, gentlemen.